Hello and welcome to our training video, which will give you an overview of key functionality for a field use case using our day trip routing. eSpatial can be a valuable resource helping you to plan your trips efficiently, identify the optimum accounts to visit, reduce travel time through route optimization, and update trips on the fly to reduce windshield time. Let's say, for example, you have a meeting with one of your clients in Chicago, but while you are there, you want to make the best use of your time and visit other clients and leads in the area. This can be done by creating a buffer from your client location in eSpatial. Once your map has loaded, click on the pin for the client you are visiting. Then select Tools and Drive Time. In this example, we'll set a 45-minute drive time for the client's location. When the buffer window appears, choose to create a drive time buffer from this location only and enter your desired drive time. Once applied, a drive time buffer will be generated around the client's location. To filter your data within this buffer, simply click on the buffer area. When the info box appears, select Filter, then choose the dataset you'd like to filter. If you are only in the area for a day, you will want to prioritize certain clients or leads. To get an understanding of the value of your leads, you can style your pins using color by value to see an overview of their value and prioritize high-value clients. To style your pin color by their value, go to your legend and select the paintbrush icon next to the dataset you wish to style, and then turn on color by value. If you want to adjust the colors or ranges, you can change them in your style settings here. You can now see the value of each pin based on its color. However, if you want to go one step further and only see the locations that are above a certain value or fit a particular category, this can be done by filtering in your table. Click on the double arrow icon to expand your table. Select the icon next to the column you wish to filter by and select Filter Results. In this case, I want to filter the data that is valued over $5,000. When the filter window appears, I can use the scroll bar or type in the minimum amount values I want to see and select my Enter key to confirm the value. I now have the key accounts I wish to visit displaying. However, I am not familiar with the area, so I'm going to use eSpatial's day trip feature to generate an optimized route for me to visit my locations. I can do this by selecting the day trip icon and then confirming I wish to create a day trip by selecting plus day trip. I can add my stop to my route in two ways. By clicking on a point on the map and selecting Add Stop. The first point you click automatically becomes the start point. The last point you click becomes the end point. If I wanted my starting point to be my initial client meeting, I can start by adding this point. To add the rest of my pins, I can do so by selecting the Multi-Add button and then clicking on my map and dragging my mouse to draw an area around the points I wish to route. Or I can select my drive time buffer and select Add to Route. Once you have added all your stops, you can create your route. As I want to finish my day back at my initial stop, I'm going to select Round Trip. I'm also going to select the Optimize Route box to get the optimum route to each of my customers. By selecting the Times button, I can edit the date I will be visiting, the start time and the default stop time for each location. You will see the stop times appear in your routing menu. However, you can apply a standalone time for each location if you have a set meeting time with them. Once I'm happy, I can then select Get Route to run the route optimization. Once created, you can then save this route by selecting the Save icon and then Save As to save the route as its own map. To open a route in mobile, log into eSpatial using your mobile browser or device. If your device is not in mobile version, you can change your settings by selecting the user drop-down and selecting View Mobile Version. To open a map, open the main menu and select Open. From here, you can choose to see all maps or just your maps containing a route. Select one of your route maps. This will open your route in map view. To see your stops in detail, select the route button. Sometimes while you're out in the field, an appointment might get cancelled. But rather than letting that time go to waste, you can make the most of it by checking which clients or leads are nearby. One easy way to do this is by creating a buffer around your current location. Click on the pin representing your location, then select Actions. Next, choose Radius and enter your desired buffer distance. In this example, we'll use 5 miles. This will generate a circular area around your selected point, showing you which client or lead falls within that range. You can also search for a specific address to find potential new leads in that area. To do this, tap the search button. This will open the address search bar. Start typing the address you're looking for, and you'll see a list of suggested matches. You can either tap one of the suggestions or press the Enter key on your mobile keyboard to view all matching results. To edit your route, start by selecting the Route button. When the list of stops appear, tap Edit Route. To add a new stop, click +Add to manually enter an address, or use the Back button to select a point directly from your map. Once you've added your stops or chosen whether or not you wish to optimize the route, tap Get Route to generate your updated route plan. To open directions to a stop, tap Route. Then click the map icon next to the desired stop. From there, choose your preferred navigation app, either Waze or Google Maps. After visiting a stop, you can update its information, such as adding notes or updating the last visited date. To do this, select the stop on the map, then tap Info. When the info box appears, click Edit and update the fields as needed. Thank you for watching our training video on creating day trip routes within eSpatial. If you have any questions, you can contact us by emailing help@eSpatial.com or by selecting the chat button to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen when on our website or logged into eSpatial. You can also visit our video resources page to view other helpful videos.